Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Relentless Push East continued. Well, we're focusing our efforts in India at the moment against Khan. They are being a little bit of a pain. They seem to have a few too many troops for my personal liking. Although on the bright side, they do not have much in the way of manpower, so hopefully their mercenaries start costing them a whole heap of money. So, at the moment, before we dive on in, since we are paused, I see we have plenty of spy network against the Ottomans, and we do plan on attacking them. I believe our truce finishes in about 3 years, so we want as much opportunity to take them down as possible. So we'll go ahead and fabricate a claim on another area. I think Room is looking pretty good there with 71 development, and then everything else, yeah, is substantially cheaper. So we'll go ahead and we'll take that from them. I believe that's this little, wait a second. Oh, actually, never mind. Maybe it's not this little area over here. Oh, well, you know what? There it is, up over there. Yeah, so either way, it's good land to have, and that'll take away a lot of their strength. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. So that'll burn through some of our spy network. And then outside of this, we have some spy network against Delhi, and then... oh, not much else. Okay, so hang on a second. I think we might start counter-espionaging the Ottomans as well. I have a sneaking suspicion that they're going to try some shenanigans, and they do consider us their rivals, so slowing that down could be good. And then I think we'll keep the other fellow around for now. Yeah, I think we'll keep that in mind for some peace agreements. So, yeah, let's go ahead and move on down. So, let's see, we've got a siege happening over here. These are 16-day siege ticks, which is fantastic. We have you, my friend, you're marching to their capital. You're there for emotional support. Maybe we go... Well, you know what? They have a fair few troops still, because that's 300,000, more or less, and there's 80. And we'll call that another 80, so that's 160. That still leaves 130,000 unaccounted for. And... yeah, I'm not sure if I can actually find where the others are located, so we could have a little bit of danger. So let's go ahead and bring you. You're heading down over here. Let's go somewhere nearby the both of them. And there we are. Okay, so they're now going to go ahead and shuffle across. Yeah, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we might be able to catch these guys. Oh, and it looks like they're about to move over here. You know what? Drylands, desert. Let's go ahead and march across to the desert. And then we'll bring you a little bit closer. Yeah, we'll see if we can catch them out and take a good fight. Discovered an agent spying. Good, glad we caught them out. Apparently they're still very keen on this assault, so I am somewhat concerned. But we'll keep a careful eye out. We'll march these guys across too, if necessary. Who knows, it could be a bit of a bait and switch. I'm not 100%, but we will be around nonetheless. Alright, so... yeah, we've got reinforcements coming in this way. These guys are heading down over here. We do have the fort control. Let's just double check that we have... oh, wait a second. Wrong button. Yeah, we have a fully maintained fort, so theoretically they shouldn't get through. But at the same time, I don't necessarily trust them either. You know what? Let's go ahead and march down over here. We'll take out that 8 stack. Yeah, we've got more than enough troops heading in this direction, so it should be fairly safe. And, you know, we'll turn it up just a notch. Oh, and apparently, okay, they can make their way through. We did get a stack wipe, which was excellent. That's going to be very helpful, and these guys are going to start racing south. So let's take both of them. We'll see if we can catch them, or at least maybe chase them down. And then... actually, you know what? Maybe we just go ahead and we siege this area. Yeah, I think that might be the best thing for us. we'll take care of all of the ones that are around, and we'll see what we can do. So we'll take that fort as well. One of them chasing after, the other one working on the other siege. Both of those should be good. Oh, and apparently we have a couple of cores. We'll go ahead and pick them up. Alright, so that should be fine. Yeah, they're probably going to try and regroup a little bit of strength. But again, I think we should be in a fairly safe position. Although, hang on a second. It does look like they're regrouping. Hold your horses. We're going to quickly zip over here into the dry lands. Or maybe even march our way up over there. Yeah, and they shouldn't be able to catch us. If they entered this side of the fort, they should have to leave by the same province. So if we can catch them there, that would be ideal. They're both fairly good in the ways of morale. Do we go ahead and barrage the walls? Let's have a quick check. What's our current time frame? 13 day siege ticks is pretty solid. We could definitely speed this up, but I'm not sure if this is necessarily one of the forts that we really want to waste all of our power on. No, we'll give it a second. We'll figure it out, and you know what? We'll march on over here and deal with these guys there. So we're good as far as morale is concerned, so we'll quickly go ahead and shift and consolidate our troops, and I think that should give us a fairly strong front line. Yeah, that should be more than enough to deal with whatever comes our way. Let's check in on their capital as well. How are we doing? Minus 42%, 20-day siege ticks. That's a bit longer. You know what? Since it is their capital, let's make sure that we take this sooner than later. That'll also give us some good reasons in our peace agreement too. Oh, and I see more troops coming in that way. So let's quickly go ahead and get some reinforcements. And I guess it's a good thing we didn't go ahead and barrage those walls. If we can try and catch out some of these troops, all the better for us. Again, every kill that we get is going to be quite necessary if we want to stop them from getting too far. Alright, you guys are heading up over here. Oh, wait, where are you guys going? You'll be there on the 1st. You could be there on the 6th. You know what, I think we go after the 30 stack, just make it a little bit easier. They're already locked on in, so we'll be there on the 6th. Then we'll take the larger of these two, we'll give them a day or so to recoup, and then we will go ahead and march down there as well. And yeah, we can't even consolidate these troops, so we're as strong as we're going to be, so that's okay. Oh, and I see another 60,000. Okay, so let's just make sure that we're nice and close together. Yeah, make sure that we don't get stacked up on too much. It looks like they're trying to doom stack, which is a slight concern, but if we can take these fights quick enough, we might have a decent chance. Yeah, that hopefully will work out in our favor. Alright, so they're all marching around. These guys are marching up this way. They definitely have some decent numbers for us to be concerned about if they regroup. But there goes the siege, so that gives us some extra manpower to play with. Let's go. Hang on a second. We have some troops that are standing here. Approximately 45,000 men. Okay, and then the other group is a little bit smaller. Alright, I think we go... We march across here. Attacker gets -1. So, what are we? We'll be there on the 18th. They'll be there on the 14th. Can we beat them there? No, we'll get there on the 16th. That is a bit disappointing. But you know what? That's fine. We have superior numbers. This is why we've got people around. They're locked in, so it's a guaranteed victory, more or less. Since we'll definitely be outnumbering them, and I don't know how their reinforcements will feel. These guys could go ahead and join on in, but I think we'll stay there. Yeah, and it looks like they're trying to reinforce as quickly as possible. Okay. Okay, so that'll bring us up to 80,000. I don't know if we're going to get any reinforcements between now and then. We may need to chase down a couple. Let's go... Let's march on to that 12 stack there. That should be fine. We'll be there on the 25th. So let's consolidate that front line. Again, we don't... front line is almost as wide as theirs, but again, I'm mildly concerned that they might be able to catch us. But let's go... we'll send in some reinforcements. These other guys will go ahead and we'll march on through as well. Yeah, we need to bring all the people to the party as soon as we can. Alright, so let's just see how things are going. So at the moment we've got some good discipline. A nice upgrade there compared to theirs. Morale is better and tactics are superior, although that -1 is a little bit painful, but we do have a better back line. So theoretically, we stand an alright chance. I think we're going to have to call this. They've got too many men, I think. Yeah, let's start marching back in this direction. Let's also go ahead and hand this off to Georgia. Again, was there any other force that we've missed? I think... Yeah, I think that's all of them, so we should be safe. There's that stack wipe that worked out fairly well. What else have we got? Military access being requested. Sure, we'll go ahead and hand that off. So I think what we do here is... we can't quite catch them. But we can march everybody else across. And then we'll head you... Oh, wait a second. They'll arrive on the 5th. Okay, so you know what? We might actually be in a pretty good position here. Yeah, we could be there on the 2nd. That's almost purely infantry as well. Yeah, you know what? We could do some pretty serious damage to these guys. Yeah, that'll be exactly what we do. Yeah, we'll march on. We'll march in with both of these guys. They can head down over here. We'll probably end up retreating early from this fight. But what we'll do is we'll prolong it for at least another day. We'll consolidate the front lines here. And then, given that we have so many Streltsy... whereabouts are they? Maybe we go ahead and we fire off our government ability. I believe we have... equipping the Streltsy? No? Hang on a second, what is wrong with this? We have 114. Okay. Why not? Huh. Do we hold our capital? Oh, we're being sieged down by Hungary. Right, of course. Yeah, I did forget about that now, didn't I? Yeah, so we're fighting a war up over here as well. We got dragged on in by, who was it? Mines. So we allowed it, but we haven't really focused over here because we do have the superior numbers as far as our friends are concerned. But it does appear that they are sieging down some of our provinces. Nothing too severe, but again, it's just being a little bit of an annoyance. You know what we should do? How many generals have we got? Let's just double check this. We have room for one more. Okay, you're doing rebel suppression, which doesn't seem too necessary. Let's go ahead and roll a new one. Yeah. And then you, my friend, can start joining in on the fun, I suppose. We're going to march... We don't have enough to take on Hungary directly, but we do have enough to be able to take out... Oh no, Thuringia is fairly well occupied. Wittenberg is also going down. Who have we missed? Berg proper. Okay, you... Yep, you little scoundrel. You are going to be no more fairly soon. Hopefully... Hopefully we'll get that over and done with, and so they can focus on these guys. And hopefully take a little bit of pressure off me. And then... You know what, maybe we should send these guys up over there as well. Yeah, we'll march off into the woods, across the river. They shouldn't... Maybe we can scare them away? We do have a decent number. Yeah, it's fairly comparable. Yeah. I think it's viable. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that, see if we can get them away from there. And that'll be fine. Now over here, we still need to keep on doing some stuff, so... Alright. You guys, let's go ahead and retreat. We're going to pull back to friendly territory. That leaves them at fairly decent morale. But we'll see if we can catch them out. They're heading... Actually, you know, we'll give it another day and see if some of them can get locked into their maneuvers. Oh, and that gives us enough time to finish up with another battle. Excellent. This is good. We'll take the larger stack. You, my friends, can start heading... Be there on the 20th. Everybody else will be out by the 16th. So we could start moving. They also might stop running. Let's give it... Come on, a couple of days. Oh, there it is. They're locked out. Excellent. Everybody, let's move on down. We'll go ahead and we'll march on in, and then I think... Yeah, I think that should be fairly fine. We will get the crossing penalty, but with the overwhelming numbers and their already damaged morale, we should be fairly safe. We'll also get that extra 34 stack to reinforce there. That should be good. Yeah, that should cause them, quite some trouble. Yeah, there we go. So we already outnumber them. Their morale is already damaged. It does look like they're continuing on their path south. I think this is going to be a fairly safe excursion for us. Let's go ahead and stay where we are. We know this is going to be a victory. We're not going to hurt any of our morale. There it is, stack wipe. That's what we needed. Let's then take... Let's see, 29... We'll head down here. You know what, we might actually make our way... No, wait a second. We'll head over here. We'll bring you over there. These other guys can play a supporting role. Yeah, Caradel, they can continue working on that. That'll be fine. Alright, and where does that put their manpower? So they're down to 130,000. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We do have more than they do now, and they have no reinforcements. Okay, this is just going to be a matter of cleaning up what is left over. So we'll definitely try and start working down some of these forts and taking care of some of their armies as we go. Alright, mercenary bands raid Bulgaria. Oh. Okay. Local taxes and manpower for the next 3 years. Now, that's a bit of a pity. Alright, well, it is what it is. Can't do much about it. Let's see. How are our troops doing? They're still marching around. That's fine. Alright, but I think we're making pretty good progress. Alright, so first things first, we'll take our level 4 siege fellow, and we're going to march him down over there. And then these other fellows, we're going to go ahead and bring in as reinforcements, just on the off chance. Again, I think we'll be safe, but we want to make sure. 24,000. I don't think we're going to be able to catch them, unfortunately. Alright then, well, if that is the case, let's bring you down here to the next fortification. We'll bring you down over here as well. That should be pretty good. Yeah, I don't see them having any great stacks that can compare when we have reinforcements nearby, so that should be good. We also have great projects which are technically possible. What have we got? Patriarch Authority. Ooh, defensiveness, Navy tradition from protecting trade, mercantilism. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Extra defensiveness on the island too could be rather nice. And then, yeah, that seems to be about it. You know what? I think we'll hold it there. I'm not too heavily bought in on that right now. But what we could do is build a couple of buildings since we have so much money. Let's check for some manufactories, of course. These are phenomenal for us. So 0.6 is fairly solid. Production-wise, we have... that's not bad. Yeah, we'll pick up a few of those. And then... what have we got here? Let's go by improvement value. Yeah, there we are. Sorts buildings by the value they provide relative to their cost. I think that's not bad. That's just a straight up upgrade. Uses... yeah, it doesn't use up any building spaces, but still gets us more. Sure. We'll go ahead and we'll do that, and that leaves us with a little bit of money left over. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Alright. Alright, so let's see. It looks like they have some troops in the area, but I'm not sure how... oh, dangerous they're going to be. Oh, I missed that 50,000 stack up there. Oh, okay, so if that's 50, there's 90 here. There's only 40,000 elsewhere on the map. So realistically, if we can catch these guys, that's going to be the best thing for us. Yeah, farmlands versus highlands. Let's get there before... darn it. We can't get there before them. Yep. There is no quick way there. That is a disappointment. Alright, well that's fine. We'll go ahead and we will just stand intimidatingly nearby. I don't see them attacking us even on any of these forts, so it just is going to be what it is. And hopefully with our good siege ability, we should theoretically make it through just that little bit quicker. Alright, and you know what? We're going to go ahead and order a barrage. If we can catch these guys out nice and easily, that would be far better. Looks like Saxony is also out of this other war, which is good. That means one less person for them to focus on. Yeah, that list is getting ever so small, so that is very good. That's how we wanted things to go. Alright, so... marching over here. I don't know where their troops are, but I think we'll be safe. Let's go... let's work our way up to the hills. I think that's not a bad idea. Oh, siege is over. Excellent. And that gives us the ability to go and stack wipe. March on in. Let's go ahead and consolidate. Yep, that should be excellent. We'll double check our capital. Oh, they're doubling down. Okay, so hang on a second. There's only 7,000 men different. How about we have a quick look at the ledger? Comparison war enemies. Hungary, where do we stand? Discipline is fairly equal. Their siege ability is half of ours. Their defensiveness is fairly solid. And they have no professionalism and much worse tradition. Okay, oh yes, and their morale is decently below ours as well. Intriguing. So what have they got? They have 15,000 cannons. That's actually fairly even. And they have a lot of... oh no, never mind. I was about to say they have a lot of cavalry, but then I realized there's an extra 7,000 in the next section. You know what? We could go ahead and attack them just to cause them some trouble. They may try and retreat. Worst comes to worst, we just back up. Like, what's a little bit of manpower to us? Yeah, look, we're probably going to lose this, but they don't have manpower. We might be able to weaken them to a point where it's kind of not beneficial for them to keep on the engagement. Yeah, I think we'll try and buy ourselves a little bit of space there. So that should be fine. Let's also double check our cores. Yep, we still have one more to go. Still at 27% though. Heck. That's, it's not exactly cheap. But it's alright, we're still doing okay. Alright, so what have we got going on over here? We have... oh, fairly solid assault. It looks like they're trying to bring in an extra 25,000 men, but it is to no avail. Fantastic news, and it looks like they took significant losses. My goodness, that's horrific. Yeah, they lost over half their front line. That is devastating. Alright, well, we'll make sure we hand that fort back to Georgia. That'll be important. And then... You know what? Highlands versus farmlands. Maybe we just go ahead and we give it a day. We let them march over towards the farmlands and then we pounce on them too. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Alright, so we got a nice reinforcement tick there. They're now locked on in. Let's march on... Oh, of course, that fort zone of control. My bad, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and... we'll make sure that our front line is as presented as possible. We've got rebels, but we have an army in the correct position. Yeah, this is all good news. This is all very good news. Okay, so it looks like they're going to bail. I can understand that. I don't know if that'll necessarily work. We've got more conversions sorted, of which I don't think we really need to micromanage. That should be fine. And it looks like these guys are heading further south yet again. So, if that's the case, you have 2 siege? No, the other guy does. Okay. March him onto the next fort. The other one will march over here. We'll see if we can catch them out. Oh, and we lost our battle at our capital. That's okay, we're not moving too far away, but again, that does certainly damage their manpower reserves. Yeah, it looks like they brought in their other stack of troops. Yeah, again, not surprising that we lost, but at the same time too, we did damage to their numbers, which is what we were after. Again, we're just trying to soften them up for the AI so they can focus with them. That's what I want right now. And then, what else have we got? I guess we just have to sit back and wait for a second. Yeah. We've still got 2 years before our war with the Ottomans comes back around, so that's not the worst. I think what we could do, though, is maybe catch these guys. So they're heading... No, we're going to try and intercept them. Yeah, we have more numbers. Looks like they're trying some funky maneuvers. Ah, man, I was really hoping to avoid this, but I guess we'll go ahead and order the barrage. That takes us up to 21%, so there's a chance. And then this is dry lands. They have 50,000. I think we march on in anyway. Yeah, we'll try and defend our little buddy, and then if we're lucky, they either A, won't join in, or B, we get the fort. No? Okay, well, it is what it is. Alright, well, I think we're going to go ahead and... Oh yeah, we're definitely losing with those numbers. What happened there? Yeah, Caradel's just not in a great position here. We're trying to help out as best as possible, but their morale's just tanked. Alright, well... we'll give it another day, and then I think what we'll do is we will back up. Let's retreat a couple of provinces over. They may not have the strength where they want to attack us right now, so if we're lucky we should be good. Oh, and look at that. We were only a day behind. Alright, so this 23,000 is chasing us into the hills. They'll be there on the 9th. Let's see, that'll probably make us the attacker. 12th. Oh no, we can get there on the 10th. Oh, they'll be there on the 9th. Darn, so close and yet so far. Alright, well that's fine. We'll go ahead and we'll zip on over towards the grasslands. We'll make sure we hand this off to Georgia. It has to be whatever it is. Not much can be done. Oh, and these guys are also redirecting their plans. So we'll go ahead and see if we can catch them. Hopefully we'll get some favourable terrain modifiers and catch them out. We just lost Kish as well. No big deal there. Again, not super concerning for us. Yeah, 13% on this war. I feel like we should have more, but, you know, it is what it is. They're currently... Yep, they're currently not doing too good. They're heading down to Bastar. Let's go. I feel like they might try cutting back south. Let's go ahead and see if we can preemptively catch them out. Take a better line and see if we can cause them some trouble. These guys are heading up over there. Trilands. No, maybe we just give it a month or two. I don't think that they'll attack us. And I don't... Yeah, and I think that this 18 stack should be okay. And if we can get some reinforcements going, what we should be able to do is catch them out and stack on, because we should then have superior numbers. And if we can get one reinforcement tick, that should be enough of our morale back where it will not be too much of a danger. Yeah, and they're not even coming for us, which is excellent. Yeah, see, this is what we wanted. Alright, now where are you guys moving? You're heading back up over here. We can go ahead and meet you there. You are locked on in. You'll be there on the 2nd. We'll be there on the 14th, but I guess it is what it is. Alright. How are we going to go? Oh, it is jungle, so it is slightly defensive, but again, I think we've got a decent enough general here. We should be relatively safe. Can't quite catch them either. Well, I think we'll just stay put. Alright, okay, so there is this next siege over and done with. Let's march. Yeah, let's go ahead and just start base racing them. If we can go ahead and do this, we might actually get enough war score to be able to peace on out relatively quickly. Yeah. Oh, and apparently, imperialism against... Who are these guys? Federation all the way over here? Oh, hi there. Wow. Okay. Looks like things sort of exploded over there. I just thought it was much more controlled, but I suppose not. Alright then, well, at least that's not our trouble. Oh wow, look at French Columbia. What's going on here? Defender against Spain? Oh wow, France and Spain are fighting each other? Yeah, apparently so. Okay, so France is getting their butts kicked. My goodness, Spain is a scary creature. Alright, well, either way. At least we don't have to deal with them right now. But you know what? I think this might be a good spot to call things for today. We've almost wrapped up with these guys. They don't have that much strength left over. It's just going to be a couple of fortifications and a couple of battles, and then we can start to peace out. So if you don't want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.